My dear friend, in those quiet moments when your spirit feels restless, when the sheer weight of this world presses upon your chest like 1,000 shadows, know this undeniable truth. I am here, whispering to you with a voice that is both tender and unwavering. You are not here by some random chance, nor do your precious days pass in the dull despair of insignificance. A higher, more profound purpose awaits you, a radiant call that stretches far beyond the dim horizon of your current troubles and anxieties. This divine call is deeply shaped by the very essence of my heart, beating in perfect sync with yours, inviting you to rise, to awaken fully, and to step into the complete fullness of what I have always destined for you. I see the stirring in your spirit, that deep and persistent yearning that aches for something far more than the mundane cycles of everyday life. This profound longing is truly the pulse of my promise within you, the echoing sound of a divine invitation that has been with you even before the very foundations of the stars were laid into existence. The world, in its relentless noise and chatter, may try its hardest to drown out this sacred sound with doubt, with the constant din of fear and failure. But I assure you, my beloved friend, it remains perfectly clear and absolutely true. Your soul longs for a purpose that extends beyond the fleeting moments, for a significance that goes far beyond any human measure, just as I intended you to be. I completely understand the turmoil that swirls within you, that constant back and forth of striving endlessly and then surrendering. You feel the tug of something greater, yet the fear of stepping into the vast unknown often paralyzes you. I see your hesitations, your attempts to desperately cling to what is comfortable, what is familiar, even when it leaves you feeling utterly empty. But I am here to lift you now on wings of infinite patience and relentless hope that never gives up. I am not distant, nor am I disinterested in your profound struggles. I am intimately acquainted with every grief, every single doubt, every moment of faltering. I've waited patiently beside you in the deepest shadows and celebrated joyfully in your brightest moments. You might find yourself wondering, what if I am not enough? What if my flaws somehow disqualify me from such a grand purpose? What if I fail yet again? I tell you, my beloved friend, perfection is most certainly not the entrance ticket here. It is faithfulness. It is your unwavering trust in me that truly opens the door to everything. Even in your deepest brokenness, I weave exquisite beauty. Even in your most profound weakness, my power is perfected and made manifest. Your scars, your mistakes, your past, absolutely none of these diminish your intrinsic worth. Rather, they meticulously carve the very path which I will illuminate brilliantly with my boundless grace. You are mine, intricately crafted in pure love, destined for a role that will shake the heavens and stir the earth itself, finding strength in brokenness. My dearest friend, as you navigate the winding pathways of your life, I see clearly the moments when you feel utterly fractured, perhaps believing that your past hurts or present weaknesses somehow disqualify you from peace or purpose. I observe the raw, vulnerable places within your heart, the very spots where sorrow has etched its deep lines and disappointment has left its lingering sting. You carry these experiences, these unseen burdens, often convinced they are blemishes that make you less worthy, less capable of embracing the bright future I have meticulously prepared for you. But I want you to truly understand, with every fiber of your being, that your brokenness is not a barrier to my love, nor is it an obstacle to the magnificent story I am weaving through your life. Instead, it is precisely in these seemingly fragile spaces, these moments of felt weakness, that my power finds its most perfect expression and my grace shines with unparalleled brilliance. Imagine a shattered piece of pottery, painstakingly reassembled with gold-filled cracks. It becomes even more beautiful, more unique, celebrated for its journey and its new profound character. That is how I view your life. Your scars are not signs of failure, but radiant testaments to resilience, maps of the profound journeys you have undertaken, and undeniable proofs of the healing and transformation only I can provide. I do not ask for you to be whole and perfect before you come to me. I ask you to come exactly as you are, with all your fragments and all your fears, and allow my tender, unwavering love to mend and transform you from the inside out, turning every broken piece into a foundation for something new, strong, and wonderfully purposeful, healing your heart. My dear friend, I see the profound weight that you carry in your heart, those invisible burdens that press deeply upon your soul, in quiet moments when no eyes watch but mine alone. The struggles you wrestle with internally, the shadows that creep in, whispering doubts and fears. These have not gone unnoticed by me. You feel torn, perhaps caught profoundly between what you deeply long to be and what you mistakenly think you have become. Know with absolute certainty that I am intimately present with you in every fractured thought, every tremble of uncertainty, and every aching, tender part of your spirit. I am here, unwavering and profoundly patient, not rushing your healing or forcefully dictating your steps, but walking alongside you with a love that does not waver or ever grow weary. There is a divine gentleness inherent in my patience, a sacred space meticulously carved out just for your unique healing journey. Sometimes the wounds within your soul seem far too deep to mend, too tangled to unravel, and you might understandably question if true restoration is even remotely possible. Yet it is precisely in these broken places, these raw vulnerabilities, that my grace shines brightest and most powerfully. I am not distant or indifferent to your profound pain. I am the ultimate healer who tenderly covers each and every hurt, binding every tear with strong, loving cords of compassion. When the overwhelming weight of guilt or regret threatens to drown your last glimmer of hope, I gently remind you that my mercy is new with every dawn, and my forgiveness flows eternally, still and abundant like a river that never ever runs dry. Hear my voice when it softly whispers through the silence of your heart, gently urging you to lay down your heaviest burdens at my feet. You are absolutely not alone in this profound struggle. I have been there in countless times before, guiding countless others through their darkest nights of despair, and I am guiding you now, just as faithfully. In your moments of deepest doubt and darkest shadows, lean fully into my comforting presence, for I am the lamp that will illuminate your path, the gentle hand that will steady you when your steps falter and become unsure. When the adversary uses your deepest fears and insecurities to hold you captive, remember that my power is made absolutely perfect in your perceived weakness. Do not be afraid to bring me your brokenness. There is no shame in it here within my loving embrace. You may naturally wonder why the healing process sometimes takes so long, why silence or delay seems to stretch endlessly before you. This too is an integral part of my divine plan, my beloved friend. In these seasons of waiting, I am profoundly shaping your spirit, meticulously refining your faith and deeply deepening your trust in me. The silence is not a sign of abandonment, but rather a sacred space for profound growth, a divine quiet where your soul is invited to rest deeply, to listen intently, and to prepare fully for the next transformative step of journeying with me. When you feel that I am distant, know with absolute certainty that I am closer than ever before, watching, waiting patiently, and loving you with an everlasting love that never diminishes or fades. Let your heart fully receive this profound truth. You are never too far gone, never too broken, or too lost for my reach. My deepest desire is for you to embrace my kindness and to let the healing begin exactly where you are right now. I invite you to take your first small, courageous step toward me today, whether that be a whispered prayer, a moment of silent surrender, or simply pausing to feel my presence surround you like a warm, comforting embrace. Each act of faith, however small it may seem, is a powerful declaration that you are truly willing to be made whole, willing to be fully restored. Your true identity. My dear friend, you have journeyed through shadows thick with doubt and moments where the sheer weight of your burdens made your very spirit stagger under their immense pressure. Now, I deeply desire to reveal to you the radiant truth of your spiritual identity and intrinsic worth, profound truths woven deeply into your very essence before time even touched your days. Listen carefully, for this is a gentle whisper of my heart directly to yours. a revelation meticulously crafted to restore the very foundations that now tremble beneath the overwhelming noise of the world. Before the first breath you ever drew, I knew you intimately, completely. Unlike the shifting sands of human opinion, your profound worth is not a fragile statue carved by the fleeting hands of circumstance or left to decay in the harsh winds of rejection. No, beloved, your value is as eternal and unchanging as the stars that brilliantly pierce the night sky, fixed firmly in my unchanging, steadfast love. You are the absolute masterpiece I contemplated and adored long before the dawn of creation, because you carry within you my very own image, perfectly reflecting the divine spark that absolutely cannot be diminished by any failure, any sorrow, or the disapproval of others. So much of your heart's unrest and turmoil comes directly from the persistent lies whispered by the world. Lies that tell you that you are not enough, that you must somehow earn my acceptance, that your mistakes somehow disfigure your true identity. I tell you now, these are cunning deceptions specifically designed to bind you, to blind you to the vast, boundless ocean of grace in which you swim without any limits whatsoever. When you feel small, when your very soul whispers that you are unworthy, look deeper into my eyes, for there I see only a beloved, cherished, and divinely chosen child. Do you truly realize that I have crowned you with immense honor? Darkness itself cannot overshadow the crown of glory I have lovingly placed upon your life. Though you may have wandered through valleys of confusion and despair, you have absolutely not lost my favor. Like the prodigal child whose longing footsteps joyfully return to my embrace, you are already profoundly home in my heart, with no qualifications needed, no hoops to jump through. Your identity is not a conditional contract that can be broken, but a sacred covenant sealed by my very own breath. I created you within the rich, intricate tapestry of humanity to fulfill a unique purpose that only you can fulfill. Your unique gifts, your distinct voice, your tender, compassionate heart. These are the very threads I wove together meticulously to create a perfect reflection of my boundless grace. As you wrestle with persistent feelings of insignificance, remember that from the vastness of eternity itself, you were specifically selected and chosen. To question your inherent worth is, in essence, to question the profound beauty of the very hand that meticulously shaped entire galaxies. Beloved, I long for you to see yourself exactly through my eyes. When the world calls you unworthy, come directly to me, and let my unwavering love be the perfect mirror that restores your vision completely. I am not distant or indifferent to your plight. I am the one who lovingly carries you when your strength fails completely, the one who whispers profound peace when chaos roars its loudest. You are never forgotten or overlooked, no matter how silent the earth may seem beneath your feet. I deeply desire for you to rise every single morning, knowing with absolute certainty that your identity is anchored not in what you do, but profoundly in who you are to me, overcoming fear and anxiety. My dear friend, as you courageously wander through the thick shadows of fear, anxiety, and doubt, know that I am your unwavering light, a beacon that penetrates the deepest darkness within your very soul. I see with perfect clarity how these challenging emotions cling to you like a relentless storm that churns ceaselessly, tossing your heart amidst turbulent, crashing waves. I perceive the deep tremors that ripple through your spirit when uncertainty looms large, and your mind races uncontrollably with what-ifs, relentless doubts, and profound insecurities that threaten to separate you from the deep peace I have meticulously prepared and stored for you. Yet, understand this fundamental truth. These fearful moments are but transient veils, fragile and temporary in nature, and I hold the boundless power to lift every single one of them, revealing a greater, more enduring truth of serenity and strength that rests profoundly within you. Fear can often feel like a dense, suffocating fog, thick and utterly disorienting, wrapping itself tightly around your senses until you find yourself completely unsure of the path that lies ahead. Anxiety frequently whispers insidious lies in the silent corners of your mind, telling you fabricated stories of insufficiency, impending danger, and utter abandonment. Doubt creeps in insidiously like a creeping shadow, casting relentless questions on my unwavering promises and even on your own sacred place in my heart. These three, fear, anxiety, and doubt, are cunning adversaries indeed, because they cleverly mask themselves as absolute truths, convincing you to retreat or become completely immobilized. Yet when you choose to listen intently to my voice, you will discover that these fleeting feelings do not, in fact, define you. You are not your fears or your worries. You are a beloved child, deeply known and endlessly loved by me. I have not given you a spirit ruled by crippling fear, but rather a spirit profoundly empowered to overcome every obstacle, to stand firm with courage and to find true joy even amidst the most trying circumstances. Remember those times when you faced invisible giants, those moments when your heart pounded frantically against the cage of uncertainty, and your breath felt caught in a tightening, suffocating grip? I was right there beside you, holding you intimately close, even when your eyes could not clearly see me. You may not have recognized my gentle touch then, but my love was your unyielding anchor. Even when the tempests raged with fury and your mind desperately answered the fearful whispers, my spirit carried a profound strength within you that miraculously defied the surrounding chaos. My dear friend, the power to truly overcome lies not solely in your own strenuous efforts, but fundamentally in surrendering your fears completely to me. Bring your anxiety as a humble, heartfelt offering. Lay down your doubt like a precious gift upon my altar of unwavering trust. When you do this, you graciously invite me to work profound miracles in your heart, to breathe true peace where panic desperately tried to take root. It is in your stillness before me that fear ultimately loses its crushing grip. My child, grant yourself the beautiful grace to pause, to breathe deeply of my boundless peace. Rest in the comforting knowledge that your future is securely held in my capable hands, even when the road ahead looks uncertain and winding. Anxiety often falsely tells you that you must control every single outcome, that your safety depends solely on your own tireless efforts. But my beloved, true safety rests not in your striving, but profoundly in my sovereign power. I am the diligent gardener tending to your soul's precious garden, and though storms may inevitably come, the roots I have planted deeply within you run deep, remaining unshaken by any winds or waves. These trials you bravely face are refining fires, meant to purge the impurities of doubt and to strengthen the precious faith I am diligently cultivating within you. You are far more resilient than your fears reveal, and I delight immensely in shaping you into the strong, resilient warrior I precisely created you to be. Rest in my presence. My dear, I deeply perceive the quiet storms you carry within you, the relentless anxieties that swirl tirelessly in the inner chambers of your heart, the persistent knowing doubt that creeps like insidious shadows along the very edges of your profoundest thoughts. These are not merely fleeting tensions, but rather the silent, arduous battles waging intensely within you, hidden from the discerning eyes of the world yet deeply felt and intimately known by me. Understand, beloved, that these profound feelings are an integral part of your sacred journey, not by any means the conclusive end of it. They are the very crucible in which your spirit is being exquisitely refined, the rich, dark soil where your deepest faith's roots grow strongest and most resilient. Anxiety often feels like a relentless, crushing tide, does it not? It crashes violently upon your mind with overwhelming waves of what if and if only, pulling you forcefully beneath powerful currents of worry that mercilessly rob your peace and blur your clear vision. Doubt whispers insidious lies that question my very presence, my unwavering promises, and even your intrinsic worthiness of my boundless love. Yet, child, you are never, ever abandoned within these tumultuous tempests. I am the steadfast, still anchor holding you perfectly steady, the unwavering lighthouse standing firm on a stormy shore, guiding you safely through the darkest, most terrifying nights. Remember the countless times you have felt utterly overwhelmed, only to find a gradual, profound calm gently descending upon you like a soft, comforting blanket. That is not mere happenstance, but my gentle, loving touch, my palpable nearness wrapping you completely in unseen, comforting arms. Even when the clamor of fear is at its loudest and most deafening, my peace, which truly passes all human understanding, seeks to settle like a soft, warm blanket over your racing heart. It may come slowly, like the very first light of dawn creeping over the horizon, yet it is absolutely unfailing and constant. Do not despair when the silence stretches long and the much-awaited answers delay their arrival. I see your profound struggle with doubt and anxiety as the incredibly fertile ground for building a true, unshakable faith. Faith is not the absence of fear, but the courageous choosing to trust me completely in the very midst of it. Each moment you bravely resist despair. Each breath where you courageously open your heart despite its trembling. You knit your soul closer and closer to mine. I am profoundly shaping resilience within you, not by completely shielding you from difficulty, but by faithfully walking with you through it, every single step of the way. Anxiety desperately attempts to isolate you, pushing you into dark shadows where you feel unseen and completely unloved. But beloved, I am the radiant light that illuminates every hidden corner of your being. The very same hands that meticulously formed entire galaxies now hold you tenderly and intimately. Your struggles are never too small or too large for my boundless care. Even when your mind screams that you must face everything completely alone, I stand faithfully beside you, offering a peace so profoundly deep that no fear can ever penetrate it. I invite you now to breathe deeply in my presence, to lean fully into the profound reality that you are deeply known and infinitely valued. Let this be a moment where you finally lay down the crushing burdens of fear and doubt at my feet, trusting me enough to completely release your need for control. Will you believe me this time when I say you are absolutely safe with me? You are not defined by your worries. You are my child, infused with a steadfastness born directly from my eternal love.